my teaching style has really become helping my students create more of a toolbox, right, with their English skills and their learnings. And what I mean by that is, I guess, like the foundational principles and skills and knowledge that can then be applied to all your different speaking situations, right? Because I taught one-to-one English classes for years. I think I've taught 5,000 classes at this point, and very quickly I saw the same kind of issues coming up over and over again, right? People think that they need more vocabulary. They think that they need to improve their grammar. They think it's their mistakes that are holding them back. But nearly every single time, it's actually that people just don't know what to say. They don't know what they want to talk about. They don't feel confident starting a conversation. They don't feel confident with small talk and turning it into a conversation, developing their conversations into something that goes beneath the surface. So you could learn all the vocabulary in the world, but if you don't have these foundational skills of how to actually have and develop a conversation, you're never going to even use the words that you're learning, right? So what I started teaching was these foundational skills, and actually focusing on how to become somebody that always has something to say, how to actually have a conversation, and creating kind of formulas and structures and skills around that. And I think it was just way more helpful, right? Because really the learning process can become never ending. You know, there's always things that you can learn and get better at and improve. That's just life, right? But so many of my students were focusing on that, and then it makes you always feel like you're not quite good enough. But when you actually have this toolbox that you can then use confidently and apply to your different situations, it really just gives people that confidence to actually go out there and just speak. And ultimately, that's what it's all about, right? So I'm focusing more on that this year. I've created like a 4-week kind of confidence reset that becomes the foundation, the toolbox, the principles that I think are going to give you the most confidence to really have better conversations. So it's intended to be a short guided experience to create that toolbox, to give you that confidence, and then you get to go and use it in your real life, right, without feeling like you need constant lessons. One-to-one lessons are great. It can be a great opportunity to practice. It can be a great opportunity to, you know, work out your little kinks and make mistakes in a low pressure environment. But I want you to also be able to trust your voice, get out of your head, and actually feel confident to go out there and do it in real life.